everybody, welcome back to TAZS Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1. Today we are going to talk about where my audience came from, plus I have a new assistant coming up. Everybody knows I would be nothing without my audience back here, right? I wouldn't be TAZS Wig Closet without all of these beautiful ladies in the background modeling the wigs for me. And they have been an amazing help. But lately, I've actually needed a little bit more help. So I enlisted the help of my friend, Candace, and I invited her to interview to be my assistant here at TAZS Wig Closet. So I said to her, Candace, with this beauty and this height, you're super slim build, why on earth aren't you a supermodel, girl? And she says, she's too fat. And I said, geez, you know, she's over 6 foot tall back here. I said, did you play basketball in high school? And she said, did you play mini golf? And she said, so if I'm gonna be modeling these beautiful wigs for you, do I get to keep them? Are they free? And I said, they are free. You do not have to pay. So if you see Candace in the background, feel free to ask about her and what she is wearing. But again, I can't bring her too close to the camera because that will chop her head off. And she's too beautiful for that. So she is modeling right now the Aesthetica Reeves in ROM 6240 RT4. And it's a beautiful style. It's one of my favorites. And this just gives you an idea how different wigs can look on me versus somebody that might be taller with a longer neck. So now I want to talk about the beautiful audience that I have in the background. They have been with me ever since I have been TAZS Wig Closet. I've always had some ladies in the background. Now that has evolved over time. When I first started, I started using those white styrofoam wig heads, and they were sitting on my shelves and so forth. However, I quickly realized that it's a problem because they reflected the light off of the white faces, the really white styrofoam. It reflected the light so badly that it darkened the rest of the room just because my camera was trying to adjust. And so I quickly realized that either I had to turn them around to face the wall, which is no fun at all, or I had to go on and get some mannequin heads. So it's a challenge to order mannequin heads. I found so many just truly uninspired, ugly, if you will, mannequin heads. The makeup was ridiculous, or there was no makeup at all. Some of them were basically faceless. You couldn't even tell they had eyes. It was just a profile. Some of them had this ridiculous smile on their face, and so each to their own, but I really wanted to choose some ladies that were really truly beautiful with well done makeup and so forth. So I ended up at roxydisplay.com. That's where I bought my first batch of beautiful mannequin heads in the back. I'll go ahead and put all of the links below this video in case you want to check them out. But they were very expensive. And I want to say this is definitely one of the originals that I got because I really loved the makeup. The makeup was done so nicely. The eyeshadow, liner, the lips were more, neutral. There wasn't anything too garish there. So this was one of the first ones that I got. Now, all of my mannequin heads are 18-inch mannequin heads from the top to the bottom. You can get mannequin heads that are just the neck. You can get a full bust type mannequin head where it's got the shoulders and things on it. But all I really needed was an 18-inch head in which to display the wigs. So that's where I ended up. And so I bought maybe 2 or 3 at a time, and several months later I would buy some more. And then eventually I got a whole set back there for my audience. And what I really wanted was a little more diversity in my ladies in the audience, just different skin tones and things. And so what I ended up doing was buying more of an olive skin tone, still a light, but this is more olive. It has more of a yellow undertone to it compared to the pink undertone of this model. Okay, I really wanted to have a variety so that you could see the different skin tones against the hair color. So I did end up finding one, and I believe this one was also from Roxy Display. So this is a darker skin, very, very olive dark skin. And it really is striking against that hair, isn't it? It's just beautiful, and it had nice makeup, but I couldn't, a lot of them were sold out. I could only get one of these. So you've probably seen that one in the background for quite some time. But I still wanted to add to my collection and my audience of some different colored skin tones. I got an email from a viewer, thank you, you know who you are, that said that there was a sale at samsbeauty.com. Now typically Sam's Beauty is like a black beauty supply store. They really do cater to that particular audience with a lot of wigs, tools, maintenance, care and maintenance. There's just everything you could ever imagine at that store. I really enjoyed browsing it. But they do offer mannequin heads as well. So when I went out there, I ended up buying, let's see, I bought 1, 2, 3, I bought 4 darker skin models because they were absolutely gorgeous. So let's take a look. So it has this SBW, Sam's Beauty Warehouse maybe? I don't know, but it did come from Sam's Beauty. It's a beautiful kind of a cocoa skin tone here with brown eyes. It looks beautiful with this Nitro by Belle Tress in the color brown sugar sweet cream, doesn't it? Gorgeous. And I love doing this because now you could see it on me and you could see it on somebody with a little bit of a darker skin tone. It just looks completely different according to the skin tone. So I was super happy with this purchase. And this is the Belle Tress Lemonade in Honey Witch Chai Latte. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. I'm so excited to have them. And then I have 2 others, darker skin tones. Beautiful, beautiful makeup. And she is wearing the Shannon by Renee of Paris in dark chocolate. Review coming soon. Isn't it gorgeous though? Very, very happy with that. And this was my latest one. So I'm really happy now that I've got a better mix of skin tones in my audience. But there's a few things that you need to know when you look back in my audience and you see these wig styles on the mannequin heads. These mannequin heads are very petite compared to the average woman dimensions and so forth. So like I said, each one of them are 18 inches from the top to the bottom. However, I measured, and from hairline to chin, they're less than 6 inches. I'm 6.5, and I am super petite, short from hairline to chin. Most of you out there are probably going to be 7, 8, 9, and that's, you know, that's a little bit longer. So you can see where on the mannequin heads, it's probably going to make the wigs look a little longer than they actually are. So by knowing the measurement, the face measurement on the mannequin heads in the background, you might be able to tell if, what, you know, how a wig style is going to fall on you. But I'm going to throw another wrench into this, and that is the neck. I am 3.5 inches, 3 to 3.5 inches from the bottom of my chin to the top of my collarbone. That is also a petite measurement. So from hairline to collarbone, I'm only 10 inches. Okay, so that's really kind of short. Now, the mannequin heads in the back have a 6-inch neck. So their neck doubles the size of my neck, and it's beautiful and it's slender. So from their hairline to the collarbone is about 10 inches. So what they lack in face height, they've gained in this longer neck, but it's always nice to know. So for instance, back here I have Joy by Wig Pro, and Joy is about 16 inches in length from the crown down, and it depends on how it's situated there, but it leaves several inches because this is an 18-inch mannequin head. So at least you can kind of figure by knowing all of the measurements, the face measurement, the neck, and the total length of these mannequin heads, how these wig styles might appear on you. I always share the measurements, my own measurements as well. So like again, I'm 6.5, hairline to chin, 3.5 there. Now the other measurement that they're a lot more petite in is the width of their face. So they're very narrow. Their faces are narrow and it's more of a heart-shaped face. So what I mean by that is a heart-shaped face is going to be a little wider at the forehead. Okay, and then it comes down, and right at the cheekbone it starts to narrow into a more of a pointy chin. Okay, so they all have a narrow heart-shaped face. That's the same face shape that I have, more wide at the top and then down into the sharper chin there. But they're very narrow in through the jawline, and if you measure from the temple to temple across, it's less than 5 inches. So I know I'm about 5 inches from temple to temple looking, you know, as if you drew a horizontal line from cheekbone to cheekbone. Okay, so they're also petite in their width as well. And then Candace back here is the same. She's about 6 inches, but she's got a really long, beautiful, elegant neckline, doesn't she? So at least you'll be able to look back there and see if you spot something that you're interested in. All you have to do is let me know in the comments what letter it is. I will get back with you with the information. If I have a review on the particular style that you want more information, I'll just post you the link so that you can take a look at that. But I end up ordering quite a few colors in the same style, so I'll be sure to point that out as well. Now these will all rotate. A lot of times either I'm getting ready to wear them, or I'm getting ready to review them, such as Shannon by Renee of Paris back here, getting ready to review that style. So I have it sitting out on the mannequin head. That is basically my reminder. Now, a lot of times too, after I get done reviewing a style, I will keep it up because it's beautiful. Like this Gabor's Premium Luxury in the color 1214 Mocha. Just got done reviewing this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just love looking at them. They are beautiful to look at. I feel like a wig on a mannequin head like this back here, it's just art to me. It makes me feel good. You know, I surround myself with beautiful people. So thanks again for joining me today to be introduced to my brand new assistant, Candace, and my studio audience back here. Big hand to all of them and all of you for sticking with me all of these years. I hope this was enlightening for you and a little bit fun. We'll see you next time on Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1.